used to be the girl that wanted nothing more than to blend in and be invisible. Now, hundreds of thousands of people watch me online, but it's because I chose to use building a personal brand as a form to heal and not hide. In this video, I'm going to show you how personal branding can literally rewire your brain, heal your fear of being seen, and also build a brand that finally feels like you. When I stopped performing and started showing up as my true self online, my content took off. I was attracting opportunities like crazy. My confidence exploded, and I started building a community that aligned with me so deeply. And if you know that there's already something inside of you that's ready to be seen, heard, and finally get paid for being yourself, I'm actually hosting a free live masterclass called Get Paid to Exist, where I'll walk you through the exact steps to build a brand that is rooted in your story, that's rooted in your power, and also rooted in your truth. So you can grab your spot in the link below so that you can start building something that actually feels super aligned and super good. The truth is, personal branding is just inner work in disguise. Personal branding forces you to look at yourself. It's basically like a mirror. You can build a personal brand if you don't know who you are. It just literally brings everything to the surface. And that's actually what I realized when I was going through my personal branding journey. There were so much things that I didn't even know about me, about my story, about my transformation, that I would have never figured out if I didn't uncover the importance of my story, the parts of me that were like other people's, the parts of me that other people were struggling with as well, so that I can help solve a problem. Like, helping people solve their problems actually helped uncover the problems that I maybe had lingering, ended up finding a creative solution for. You heal by telling your story, by reclaiming your voice. You know, when people say that, like, you cannot solve a problem if you do not know you have a problem, if you do not know the problem in the first place, like, how are you gonna know that you're sick if you do not have a diagnosis? What personal branding helps you do, it helps you have a mirror, have you have a look inside, and also see, like, hey, kind of diagnose yourself. Hey, what are the things that kind of limiting me? What are the things that I can go ahead and improve on? What are the things that are still holding me back in terms of my confidence? Maybe it's self-doubt, maybe it's limiting belief. And also, personal branding helps you own your truth publicly. A lot of things that I have actually done with personal branding, it's actually kept me accountable to my transformation, right? Like, when I'm thinking about, like, oh my goodness, like, I just want to give up on this, I want to give up my goal, I want to give up on everything, because there are times that can be tough. You start to see yourself as a different person. You start to see yourself as basically a thought leader, right? Even if you might not, like, consciously see it, you actually are somebody that is inspiring somebody. I was starting to get people in my comments like, oh my gosh, you inspire me so much to get motivated on my fitness journey. You helped me with falling in love with my business again, all of that stuff. Like, that is so valuable. I just helped somebody with their health. I just helped somebody with getting better in their life. It makes you feel kind of like, hey, I have a bigger purpose than just me taking pretty pictures and random videos. You basically take on this new identity that is bigger than you. You see yourself as somebody that is bigger than just somebody that's going on the day-to-day. You are actually carrying out a mission. You're carrying out a divine assignment that was put onto you and you were basically born with. So I don't want to say you start taking yourself a lot more seriously, but you start taking everything a lot more seriously. You start taking building a brand a lot more seriously. You start thinking that, hey, in my day-to-day, am I showing up as who I truly am? You can see that there's a lot of people that get exposed for doing completely opposite of what they preach, or something that's very, very negative to what they preach, and they get called out, and some people even get canceled for it. And I would say that that's simply because, like, as a personal brand, you have to understand that people are looking up to you. People are looking to you for solutions to their problems. But there's also, like, this book that really, I think, nails down this point really well, and it's called Identity Leadership. And it's about that the best way to lead people is by leading by example. And another reason why personal branding is healing is because you have to understand that the fear of being seen is actually a survival response and something that you do when you are in survival mode. Most women are taught to play small, not to take up space. The fear of being seen is actually not only operating from survival mode, but also in your wounded feminine energy. And how you heal that is from taking action that is going to heal the fear of being seen. And how you can do that is obviously through your action. Shining your light, aka online branding, just shines your light basically on your deepest insecurities as well. What if they judge me? What if I fail? What if people don't accept me for who I authentically am? And the reason why we do this is because we think that if we show people who we truly are, we think that our survival is on the line. We think that basically our world will fall apart, that maybe you'll get canceled or you'll get hate. You might see it as it might affect kind of your survival because it gives you a negative emotion internally, when in actuality, that's just part of the freaking journey. And people who are actually able to not only go past that, go through that, but also see it as something as part of just their healing process is amazing. Personally, for me, when I got my first hate comment, what happened is I started celebrating, because that just showed me the sign that, hey, oh my goodness, not only am I healing, because usually with a hate comment, when in the past, I would feel so negative. Oh my goodness, I would be so upset and so sad, but I was celebrating because not only did it show I was healing, but also showing that my account and my content is being pushed out so much that it's also reaching people that are not really aligned. It's going out to so many people. And that is why I was celebrating, but also I was celebrating the fact that old Olivia, she literally used to be the person that was such a people pleaser. If people did not accept her, then I would go ahead and change myself. If I was in an environment where I didn't look like other people, then I would change myself as much as possible. I would straighten my hair, and I don't think there's anything wrong with straightening your hair, but I would do it for the reason because I wanted to people please. I wanted to fit in, right? And if I did anything else, I showed my curly hair, or if I showed a side of me that was different than other people, I thought my survival was on the line. I thought I was being basically chased by bears because I had a negative internal feeling. I felt the anxiety. I felt like people were basically pushing me out. Our genetics is basically tribal. We want to be part of a tribe. So whenever we feel like we're being pushed out by a tribe, or our tribe is not gonna accept us, that is what puts us in our survival response. And that is where the fear of being seen roots from. It fears from, what if we get put out by our tribe? What if we get hated by our tribe? What if we don't get accepted by a tribe? And I want to tell you this, when you put yourself out there, visibility is the first step to opportunity. Your authenticity attracts the people you want, right? The people that are actually meant for you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They try to adhere to everybody else, but it's like, you truly do want to repel the people that are not meant for you and attract the people that are, okay? So the fear of being seen roots from you not wanting to be pushed out by your tribe. But I want to let you know this, that there is a tribe that is so meant for you, that is so gonna vibe with you, that is so aligned with you. They'll even buy anything that you come out with because they're aligned with you at basically a core level. So I want to let you know, don't be afraid to shine your light. Even though a certain tribe might push you out, don't worry, because the tribe that's meant for you is right there waiting for you. Healing comes when you start showing up anyways. And that is where true confidence is built. When you said, okay, I'm gonna do the dang thing, and you actually do the dang thing, you build ultimate self-trust with yourself. And that is a huge part of healing, is start building self-trust with yourself. Start doing the things you said you were going to do. That is when you build ultimate self-confidence, because it's not rooted in what other people think of you. It's rooted in what you think about yourself. When I finally stopped building a brand just to look the part and actually started building a brand that reflected who I truly was, absolutely everything changed. And that's one of the things I'll go deep on in my free live masterclass. So if you're finally ready to show up online in a way that feels aligned, make sure to register. Like I said, the link is in the description. Another reason why personal branding is healing is because visibility is the first step to receiving. The number one thing that feminine energy is about the ability to receive. If you're one of those girls that, like, when somebody gives you a compliment, you're like, no, that's not me. No, I don't look that good. You're just resistant to receiving. That means that you're operating from your wounded feminine energy. And I'll talk more about how to heal that. One of them is personal branding, but you have to understand is that you cannot receive aligned opportunities if no one knows you exist. When you decide that, hey, I am going to decide to be visible, that you're also subscribing to the fact that you are open to receiving. You are also subscribing to the fact that, hey, I am deserving of receiving good things in my life. Personal branding is not just about expression, also about opening yourself up to be seen and also be supported. When you show up as your true self, you naturally attract clients. You naturally attract community and collaboration that actually match your energy. Visibility is also an act of pretty much self-worth. It basically affirms to you that I'm available to receive, I'm open to receive, and also that I'm ready to receive. receive. The more visible you become, the more your brand becomes a magnet to the life you actually desire. When you say that, oh, I don't need to build a brand, oh, it's not that important, oh, you know, it's something that I can push off, you're also saying that I'm not ready to subscribe to the fact that I don't need to break my back, that I don't need to do the job that I hate, that, you know, me being myself is not enough for me to attract my dream life. Because the truth is, guys, success can come to you easy. The truth is, guys, all the opportunities that you want is very easy to attract when you actually position yourself. It also becomes easy when you tell yourself that I can show up as myself and it's safe. I can show up as myself and I'll be supported. I can show up as myself and I'll attract opportunities and the people in the tribe that's aligned with me regardless. So if you're done hiding and you're completely ready to use your story to start building your brand so it not only reflects you but also rewards you, like I said, I'm hosting a free live Get Paid to Exist masterclass soon, and that's exactly where you need to be. I'll show you how to clarify your brand, how to stay consistent even with a busy schedule, and how to turn your content into income, all while still feeling good and healing in the process. So make sure to save your seat below before you go, and also don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn post notifications on, because I post videos like this every single week so that you can go ahead and attract your dream life, so that you can get paid to exist using the power of femininity, creativity, and also healthy habits. So I appreciate you guys, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!